Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
If you're just joining us, we are... He's got tall! Decent enough try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He's found the way through. Very nicely done. And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Pass somewhat off target. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. And he was alert to it. Can he finish? That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Goulart with the short one. Shot, surely! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Atalanta yet to have an attempt on goal. De Ketelaere. Asensio gets over and intercepts. Can he get on the end of this? Goulart. Now, what about a counter-attack? Beli. Passing is crisp and sharp. Driving through the middle. And he nearly went all the way.
Vinicius Junior can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
And it's made its way to him. Big header! Oh, it's come off the upright. And now they can clear their lines. He's having a shot! That's really well cleared. Now it's Vinicius Junior. De Ketelaere. Nice looking ball. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Goulart. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Now it's Mbappe. That has not gone well. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, this looks sharp. And he has been fouled there. And it's Goulart. He's had it taken off him. Zalewski.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Oh, well measured. Vinicius Junior. Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Goulet. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Aimed beyond the defence. That's a shade optimistic. Howson. And it's Camavinga. He's a sharp little ball here. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. And here's Mbappe. He slings it in. And he's there to clear it. And there's the end of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. So we're just settling back into this second half. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Goulet.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Looking to play him in. He's in a great position here. Oh, well played, well played. Bellingham. Goulet. For Valverde. Chouameni. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. It's a goal kick. It's a pretty loose pass. Chouameni. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Big chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Nicely weighted ball. And that has been clubbed away. Looking for options for movement. Drilled in low. Well, there's the clearance. And still we await the first breakthrough. Chouameni. Goulet. Good ball, good take. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Goulet. Zalewski. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Valverde. Camavinga. And it's Bellingham. Well, that looks a decent ball. Vinicius Junior could try cutting inside here. Well, it requires real discipline to defend this deep, and they are showing just such discipline. De Ketelara. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Asensio. And they can counter here. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He is through here. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He has found the way through. And it's claimed by the keeper. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Knocks it into space. Nice interception, well timed.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Terrific header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Valverde. He is starved of space and time. Valverde. Now it's Dani Ceballos. Oh, that's well spotted. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Cleared without hesitation. Oh, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive. Tries to play it through. It's a promising position.
Raheem Diaz!
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And it's Camavinga. Showing great feet there. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
Cambio di giocatori.
Great vision. That has been knocked clear. Shapes to shoot! Oh, what about that? Finally, finally, finally! And that was as close to certain as can be.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training.
Can he finish? It'll be a throw-in. Dani Ceballos. Threads one in. Real chance! It's hit the upright. Played it back. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
The action has already started. Oh, good spread. Bellingham. And it's Camavinga. That's a throw. That pass isn't the best. Goulet. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Not the most convincing of passes. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I would think that this fella Valverde's role is going to be so key here. He'll be tasked with pretty much doing everything from covering the back line to winning the ball back.
He's having a shot! That's really well cleared. Valverde. Driving on and making good progress. Oh, what's he done? And that's a goal kick. Atalanta are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Chouameni. Madrid applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. De Roon concedes a free kick for that. And it's Tchouaméni. Camavinga. And he's quick to get it clear again. It's a throw-in.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Tchouaméni. Shot, surely! Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He's on it, can he get away? Good ball, good... Vinicius Junior! Sensational from Vinicius Junior! About as smooth as it gets. He just absolutely speared that in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
Tchouaméni. Vinicius Junior. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. This looks promising. Bellingham.
Atalanta certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Howson. And Gula. Howson. And it's Camavinga. And it's Bellingham. Pass somewhat off target. Chimsiti. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Mbappe stood his ground strongly. It's a goal kick. And they're back on the ball again. He's through here. And that's a throw-in. It's not an especially good pass, that. Bellingham. And he's been shifted off it.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but...
Tries a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Scamacca is offering a wry smile there.
This possibly the last play of the half. And it's hoisted clear. Tries to play it through. Mbappe has created one goal already. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Atalanta can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Howson. Goulet. And he thumps it clear. Some resolute defending there. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. It's a mighty effort. It's in. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And he plays one through. And he welcomes it in. Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And he can clear it away. Camavinga, Chouameni, Howson. It's Camavinga. Asensio. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Valverde. Chouameni. Bellingham. And here's the chance to counter. De Ketelare. Bellingham. Goulet. Madrid finding their passes. And it's Zalewski. And the pass is intercepted. Not the most accurate pass. Costa. Played out towards the right wing. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Punched away.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Vinicius Junior, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. City, nicely weighted ball. Plays it across. Oh, smashing header! No, not the best of headers. He's had a shot! It's a goal! And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Atalanta get themselves back into contention.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And that is a little undercooked. Asensio. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Scamacca, and the finish! And for a moment, time stood still.
Cambio di giocatori.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Bellingham. Vinicius Junior receives it in a good position here. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Chouameni. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's neat. And here's Camavinga, and he's managed to get free. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Goulet is onto this. And that will be the final act. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Back to the keeper it goes. That's really well cleared. Now it's Zalewski.
Valverde did well to step in there. That was more than necessary.
And he can clear it away. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. They've played it short.
Climbs up big! Goal! There is the breakthrough! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Madrid have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Howson.
Atalanta are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Well, quick thinking by the keeper, he did well. He's had it taken off him, bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's been played through. Big chance! And yes, it's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Oh, shooting chance! And that is wildly off target.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
That's a good ball out wide. And he's picked Mbappe!
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Zalewski.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, strongly challenged there. Madrid upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
And here's Goulet. And he's had it nicked away. Scamacca. Not the most accurate pass. Madrid looking to pass their way through. And he was alert to it. Atalanta are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Valverde. Asensio. And it's Valverde. Valverde. Asensio. And it's Arda Güler for Valverde. Asensio. And it's Bellingham. Now it's Camavinga. Oh, that's fabulous. And that's been drilled in. And he's there to belt it away. And now the breakaway. And that's put paid to a promising move.
Ci sarà un minuto di
Tries to
recupero.
pass it through. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries to play it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And we hit half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Atalanta really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players, otherwise this one's as good as done.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Just eases him off the ball. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Bellingham. Bellingham. That's a delicate pass. Takes a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And the lead is extended still further. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Madrid find a position of real strength now. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Howson. Jim City does really well to win the ball there. Almost an hour gone. The message is clear, none shall pass. Valverde, he's found a way through. Zalewski, oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were...
Decent chance! Oh, extraordinary.
Atalanta certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Goulet. Bellingham.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. He's had a shot!
Lacking in accuracy.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Scamacca. Spread out to the left. There's the delivery. Courtois claims it. Safe hands. De Ketelaere. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. And that is expertly dealt with. Zalewski. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Goulet. Well, that pass isn't the best. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
He's through, now is he in? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Camavinga. That pass has been well intercepted. Jim City cuts out the pass. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Jim City wins the duel this time. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's shifting through the gears here. And a chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Valverde. And he's managed to get rid. In once more. Terrific header! He will be livid with himself. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Garcia succumbs to the pressure. Zalewski, can he get it through? Valverde. Ceballos. Now Hausen. Camavinga. He's got away.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di
Nicely
recupero.
weighted ball. It's a promising position. Here comes the... Brahim Diaz! No, he didn't quite meet it right. It's a pretty loose pass. That's that, the end. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
We have already started here. In with the challenge. Hausen. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I think a lot's going to depend on how much of a creative role this fella Arda Güler can play here, Peter. He's never one to shy away from getting on the ball. He has wonderful courage, and he's the go-to guy in this team. And it's always lovely when you're in the team and you know somebody is always looking to get on the ball. So his availability will be key.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Well, it's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's made its way to him. And it's played in. And it's claimed by the keeper. And he cuts out the supply. And here's Skamaka. He's gone for goal! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Kamavinga. Still goalless. For Valverde. Goulet.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's heaved it away. Howson. Oh, this looks sharp. Can he get onto this? Point-blank header! No, not the best of headers. Goulet. Oh, he's fizzed it forward. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. This looks promising. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Bellingham. He's played it back. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Driving forward. Bellingham. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Well, played right into his path. Well, there's the clearance. And smartly reclaimed. And it's Tchouaméni. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Aims beyond the defence. Danger averted for now. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Goulet, nice looking ball. Valverde providing an outlet on that flank. That has been knocked clear. Zalewski. And here's Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Now it's Mbappe. Threads one in, and he's picked it up out wide. Delivered in. And he thumps it clear. And here's Vinicius Junior. And now they can clear their lines. That's a throw. Valverde. Asensio. Turns back here, probably the best option. And the first 45 minutes are up. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to...
Daron! Oh, that is really good tenacity.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a promising position. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's been taken short. He can get that clear. Atalanta have the chance to go the other way. Tries to dink it through. That's the keeper's ball. That pass isn't the best. Asensio. And he's forced to go back. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Picked out brilliantly. Chance! It's in! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Well, all I can say is that he did very well to squeeze it in near post. He didn't have much to aim at.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
And he's there to get it away.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Madrid have reclaimed it. Good ball, good take. Shapes to shoot! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Bellingham clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Zalewski. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well read, and the danger is averted. And he's gone looking for safety. Atalanta needed that, they really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
That is good alertness. Goulet. And he's quick to snatch it back.
That's good play from him.
Takes a shot! Oh, it's a beauty! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it. Atalanta really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Chouameni.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Into the last 5 minutes. That's good running with the ball. Pass somewhat off target. Howson. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. He's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He can run onto that. Vinicius Junior is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Vinicius Junior. There's the shot! Against the crossbar. Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Vinicius Junior really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden...
And that will be it. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And here's Mbappe, and it's Bellingham. Bellingham touches it back, Camavinga picks it up out wide. Bellingham! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Valverde.
Looking to play him in. It's really well cleared. Shifted upfield. Looking for the run. Pass is just off target.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly.
And a chance! It's there! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
That's a shade optimistic.
Well, there is a look that says it all.
A piercing stare.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Bellingham. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Great defending, strong and determined.
De Ketelada.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Atalanta are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And here's De Ketelada. Howson. And it's Valverde.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. It's Camavinga.
Bellingham.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Vinicius Junior
Engages and forces him off the ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave.
Oh, smashing header! And it's in! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And he's being shifted off it.
Scamacca
Here's onto this. Knocks it into space.
Oh, it's played into the area. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. That ball looks a good
Ci
one.
sarà un minuto di recupero.
Zalewski driving on and making good progress. Asensio kept aware. And it's half-time here. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Threads one in. Delivery from Mbappe.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Delivery, terrific header. And for a moment, time stood still. Howson picks it up from the goal kick. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Camavinga. Mbappe. Now that's a fine challenge. Zalewski. Zalewski puts his foot on the gas. Neatly clipped into space. Bellingham. Camavinga, who's set up one goal so far. Tries to pass. And the shot! He scored! Back to within one! Interesting! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Atalanta get themselves back into contention.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs. Atalanta may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Asensio. Atalanta have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get...
It's a mighty effort! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Vinicius Junior. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Chouameni. Now Mbappe. De Ketelaere. Oh, good read. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Just about up to 75 minutes. Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Played out wide. Chance to deliver. Defending. Tries a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. And he's got the beating of his man. Good decision by the keeper. Got that exactly right.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's Bellingham. Chouameni. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. And they're quick to get it back. And there goes the final whistle. Atalanta were involved in a great game here.